everyone, or maybe just Prof KK who's going to be grading this. So in case this video gets any traction at all, just an introduction. My name is Kimi. I'm a student at NTU School of Communications. So mostly I do a lot of film theory and film history modules for my classes, which basically means I get to watch a ton of movies in class, which is great. And today I'm really excited because I'm going to be doing a commentary on the film Shirkers. So I actually picked this film because it's been on my Netflix to watch list for the longest time now. I think since it came out on Netflix last year, and I never got around to watching it. Does anybody else do this thing where like you add a ton of critically acclaimed and amazing films onto your Netflix to watch list, but then you just keep going back to your regular sitcom programming? Because I keep going back to stuff like How I Met Your Mother or Modern Family, which I've watched in their entirety like twice or thrice now. But it's so easy to just binge watch and let your brain turn to mush while you just let it run in the background. And I have an embarrassing long list of things that I have yet to watch, but I probably should. And so I'm going to start clearing that list soon, today starting with Shirkers.
Shirkers is a 2018 film by Singapore-born filmmaker Sandi Tan, and it is a documentary, though there are feature elements that intertwine with the film, and that's because most of the footage is actually from 1992, when Sandi and her friends first shot the film with the intent on making it a feature film. However, the footage was stolen by their crazy-ass American filmmaker mentor, and when the footage was finally recovered and returned to Sandi 20 years later, it was without sound. But Sandi found that the footage was way too precious to not do anything with it, and hence she made Shirkers.
And now for some of my thoughts on the film. I thought this film was
brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique.
Truly, I thought it was an amazing viewing experience, and maybe actually watching it on Netflix made it more enjoyable. I don't know, but me and my boyfriend were both cinephiles, and we actually watched the movie at the same time, even though we were in separate locations. I really liked watching it on Netflix because I could plug in my earpieces, and because of that, I could hear Sandi directly in my ears, and it made me feel really connected to her. So especially as an aspiring filmmaker here in Singapore, where filmmaking is not really like considered a conventional career, it was really nice to see this group of young kids that were just like in their teens being so enthusiastic about wanting to make a film. And yeah, I could feel their spirit alive and well, and the essence really captured in the whole documentary. And it was so nice to see. It was so inspirational. Also, the story is a really fascinating one. Like, I can't believe this happened here in the 90s. Like, what? At the point in the documentary where she realizes that she has lost all her footage because they have been stolen by George, I felt so much for her. I think I really did tear up a bit because I have had my own share of production traumas in which I have also experienced almost losing my footage once. But I couldn't imagine the amount of pain and heartache that would have caused, seeing as how this was their passion project and they really invested so much money and time into it. It's just a terrible, terrible thing to have happened. But I'm so glad that they came out stronger from it and eventually made this film Shirkers. So what was really surprising to me was when they were sharing about the filming of the initial Shirkers, how easily it fell into place for them. Like, they said that they were gifted the camera equipment for free, and if you look at the number of casts in the initial film, it is quite insane. So having dabbled in production myself, I know how hard it is to cast people, and I really don't understand how they managed that so easily. Just a bunch of teenagers fooling around with a camera, and so many people showed up for them, which is really nice and heartwarming to see. So maybe that was more reflective of the social landscape of the time, the kampong spirit being well and alive, and people just helping these teenagers out on their artistic ventures. Also, I'd like to talk about the cinematography on this film. It is so inviting, and some of the sequences are just really memorable. I can't believe this was shot in Singapore. It looks like a Wes Anderson film or like something out of a quirky music video that you would see nowadays. So even though Sandi and her friends were born and raised in Singapore, you could tell that they had a real Western sensibility to them. And yeah, you could see it in the films and the people and the bands that they reference. So I don't know if the initial Shirkers was released, if it would find its place and its audience back then. I don't think if my parents watched it back then that they would appreciate the film. Yeah, because it was pretty wacky, like out of this world, way ahead of its time. So when it was released last year in 2018, especially now with this whole retro revival going on, there are people shopping for vintage clothing and buying themselves 35mm film cameras like me. Yeah, I think the interest for this film would really peak. So Shirkers has been receiving a ton of international acclaim. Sandi actually won Best Director Award at Sundance Film Festival last year, and Shirkers was also shortlisted as one of the top 15 films for Best Documentary Feature at the Academy Awards, which is the Oscars, which is insane because it is the first time any Singapore film has made it into any one of the categories to be shortlisted. So to sum up my thoughts, I am really glad to have seen the film Shirkers. It was such a marvel to watch and so enlightening, and I think it really does mean a lot to me now. And yeah, I'm really glad that it is on Netflix, which means I can jump back in anytime, maybe get a friend to watch it with me next time. And if you've seen Shirkers yourself, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Leave a comment down in the comment section down below, and especially to Prof KK, I'm sure if you've seen this film, actually you must have seen this film, right? Yeah, it probably would mean a lot to you, and I'm sure you have a lot of things to say about it. It does relate a lot to archival work and rediscovering a Singapore that has been lost. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Thanks for hanging out with me. This was fun. I'll see you soon. Bye.